clusters like Samuha can now be upgraded as product integrators also, and I would say that Telangana government in partnership with Samuha Group will certainly encourage this kind of a product integration and upscaling of their skills, which will be useful to the large players in this sector who are now having plans. And I don't want to mention any names, but I would say that there are things which are coming, which are in the offing, which will change the face of aerospace industry in Hyderabad. Then, as you know, the state has got a very good infrastructure. Infrastructure in the sense that Hyderabad is a historical city. It has its own culture, which is very cosmopolitan in nature. It has a very good track record of maintaining law and order. There are new initiatives which the government has taken to improve the social infrastructure, the urban infrastructure, and also the policing in Hyderabad with the citizen-friendly police initiative and focus on women's safety. You have seen the initiatives like She Police in Hyderabad, where at any moment, in case of anything untoward happening, a team would suddenly appear on the scene, and women's security has been taken as a very, very important issue which we are focusing on. So I just wanted to say that this is a city which provides a very good infrastructure, a very good social and hospitable environment, apart from the support of a good law and order machinery and a very proactive government. The vibrancy of the city is also seen in the fact that there are migrants to the city who are from all over the world and all the states of India, which makes it a very cosmopolitan kind of a society where everyone feels at home and is able to connect to the place in a very, very meaningful way, which is important for people to be happy here when they come here and work. This place also has very good schools, as you know, for the children, and it's growing. We also have plans to create a good environmental ecosystem here. We have, perhaps you would not believe, almost 100,000 acres of forest land, which we are going to develop within 100 kilometers of Hyderabad as parks like KBR Park, which is there, where people can go, be part of the nature, relax, go for a morning walk and so on. So we want to create the cluster of such parks all over Hyderabad, which will be really something very, very unique in India for a metropolitan city like Hyderabad. As far as urban infrastructure is concerned, we are seeing to it that the ease of traffic movement improves. The metro railway, which is under construction, which is being expedited by constant reviews and efforts, would also be in place to serve the citizens of this state and the city. And we also have developed a system of, as we say, outer ring road, where radial roads will also be planned, with very planned growth for specific sectors, like we'll have separate individual sectors for industry, for information technology industry, for manufacturing industry, similarly for hospitality industry, similarly for hospitals and medical care and so on, apart from educational districts and etc., etc. So the city is full of growth potential in a very planned way, and any investor who comes here would not regret coming to a city like Hyderabad, which would be hassle-free in terms of free movement of traffic, hassle-free in terms of providing clean air to breathe, and a good social infrastructure with a lot of places for entertainment and shopping, etc., etc. We also plan to have, in order to give a specific focus to the industry, we want to have a committee of various associations and bodies, and they would follow up what is being discussed in fora like this, apart from the suggestions which come from the entrepreneurs and the investors to improve the overall ecosystem of industrial growth in Hyderabad and Telangana. I want to emphasize this, that the government is open to new ideas, and we want to have structural arrangements in place to improve the interaction between the industry and the government, so that they feel that government is a partner in this kind of a growth or in this kind of a initiative with them. So the government policy, as I would submit, is very, very investor friendly, and we want to have mechanism in place, institutional mechanism in place to see that we work with you as partners. The industrial policy provides a lot of incentives. These incentives are not only at par with what others do in the country, but also a step ahead, because we have a provision where we can negotiate when an investment proposal comes, and we can be more liberal, go over and above what is provided in black and white in the policy to welcome these investors. And if an investor wants to bring something which is new, something which is more innovative, something which will give advantage to the state and the economy of the state, we go all out to help those investors in providing more support than what is provided in the document. For example, if there is a new set of industries coming here, the initial few industries which would be coming would be given incentives and special packages, and we did this in the electronics industry particularly, saying that the first 10 initiatives to set up new enterprises here would be given an extra incentive. It's like market entry into Telangana. So it is like manufacturing entry into Telangana, and we support that by creating a tailor-made policy for those group of industries. As I said, land is very cheaply available, unlike other metropolitan areas. Very close to Hyderabad, within 50 kilometers, and sometimes it is within 5 to 10 kilometers from the airport. Lot of land is available for opening manufacturing or any such thing, even R&D facilities, engineering centers, anything can be done here. And the SEZ which we have for aerospace, we have plans to expand it by adding 1,000 acres more to that for taking into account the needs of new industry. So land, water and other infrastructure is not an issue at all, and we welcome everyone to come here to set up industry and be a partner in the progress that we have in mind. Before I move further, I'll also like to introduce Mr. Papa Rao, who is the advisor for policy in government, and he has been very active and instrumental in bringing aerospace sector here in Hyderabad, and I take this opportunity to thank him. He is the one who had brought Bordeaux close to us. Now, we have a very distinguished speaker, Dr. Vijay Kumar Saraswat, whom you all know. He needs no introduction because he is popularly known as Missile Man 2 after the illustrious Dr. Kalam, who was our president. And he continued his legacy. So I was saying maybe we'll not have Missile Man 3, 4, 5, but we'll have more missiles to come, because the foundation which he has laid will bring new missiles, but nobody can match perhaps his abilities in consolidating this sector in India. Dr. Saraswat, as you know, he is now holding the assignment of member of Niti Aayog, which is the new avatar of Planning Commission of India, which is a very popular, powerful policy making body to give policy direction to the country. And we are very proud about his presence here in this conference, and we always feel that he is associated with Telangana in ways which are, I would say, in more number of ways than he is associated with any other state of the country, because This was his workplace. He practically belongs to this place, and he has spent decades in Hyderabad during his illustrious career. Dr. Saraswat, he graduated from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, long back, and had 4 decades of experience in defense technologies. And he held various assignments and portfolios during his career, including that of scientific advisor and Director General of DRDO, and also Secretary Defense R&D. Okay, I'll just no, I'll just take 2 minutes. He was awarded Padma Bhushan, and he is also chairman of many committees, apart from being distinguished professor in various institutes of repute. Now, he advises me not to go on saying things about him and give him an opportunity to share his thoughts with us. Thank you, Dr. Saraswat.